Okay, this should be the new live stream now. Yes, this should be hopefully the new live stream. Okay. I'm assuming it is. Let me know. Let me know in the chat for anyone watching as people show up if this thing actually is working like it's supposed to now. And then we'll go from there. Sorry about all the hiccups. Yeah, just trying to get this going, as this is attempting now to do this for the first time, really, in any form or fashion that is somewhat more professional-ish. So if you're in the chat or watching, let me know, and hopefully we can go from there. Yep. So yeah, we'll get this started in just a second. We'll do this unboxing of the Endor bunker that just arrived yesterday. Yesterday, right? Was it Friday? No, it was yesterday. Arrived yesterday. Surprisingly, it was supposed to arrive tomorrow. Oh, excellent. So I'm glad that everyone can hear me right now. Sorry there's no background music. I couldn't get that working. More professional streams will do that. This is just trying this out for the first time. If you enjoy any of this, press the like button. I also introduced, since monetization hasn't been sorted out yet for the YouTube stuff and for Force 5 and such, there's now a tipping link through Stream Elements that you can find in the description. And supposedly, that top bar above the chat is interactive for that and will show anyone who has tipped. If you have any questions as I'm unboxing this, let me know. Yeah, this is a brief little live stream to sort of kick things off and doing these live streams a little bit more. Excuse me. As you saw, we did the open chat with a guest, Ken Knapsack, where I did some unboxings, a lot of unboxings of episode 1 toys. So sometimes I'll be doing this just solo me, but my preference would be to have some guests on, and we can have a conversation while I unbox a lot of stuff, because I have a lot of stuff I need to unbox. So we're going to do this Endor bunker right now, which is the brand new Vintage Collection release from Hasbro, done in visually, packaging-wise, in the old Kenner style. So this is the second time we've gotten an Endor bunker playset. I don't have the original Power of the Force 2 release from the 90s, sadly, which, on my understanding, was a lot smaller than this. And it does come with a bonus figure of a Rebel Commando, which, if you want to call it Nick Sant, if you want to call it Rex, it's up to you. It's your figure. You can call it whatever you want. Let's take a drink of water. We're going to get to unboxing with this. So, yeah. My workspace on my desk is not terribly large. So we're going to see what we can try to not knock over while we're doing this. So let's get this open and get this slid out of the box. So let's see, slice that. And then we'll put this under here, lift the flap. I do that so as not to bend the box. I do keep the boxes just because they look nice. Slide that out. Okay, so we got that out. We have our instructions here. So we'll be utilizing those in just a moment. Done on the old Kenner style. Here is our Rebel Commando figure. Rebel Commando Scout Trooper disguise. A lot of, I mean, you can barely see that on screen in the background, so there's a lot of digital manipulation that has gone into pulling this image from the film, since that is in the far background of a frame in that sequence where, unfortunately, their ruse to enter the Endor bunker was foiled. So, yeah, I think my scout trooper, my bike, my speeder bike is coming tomorrow. So, unfortunately, not here today. That'd be nice to open both at the same time. Unpunched, looks nice. Do we have any of the rest of that wave? Yes, we have the Andor, we have the Velsartha. We don't have Starkiller, we don't have Cassian in his Aldani mission disguise, we don't have the Phase 2 Clone Trooper. This is the figure we have right here. There's Hunter and Admiral Piet. So I'll look ahead to the future. Who knows when we'll get those. But we'll open him in a minute. Yes, I will open him. I'm not going to leave him sealed. But we're going to set him aside for a second while we get the pieces of this Endor bunker out of the box. It's an awesome figure. I like it. I mean, it's a great sculpt. It is just my understanding everything from the neck down is exactly the same as the Biker Scout we're going to get with a speeder bike. He just has the alternate head and the ability to put that helmet on top of it. So, okay, so we got some struts. And we got random spacer piece. Move that random spacer piece. Some of the wax paper. Let's see, what do we want to do? Start stacking those back there. More struts. This has given me a lot of nice flashbacks. Ooh, so there's the little panel when they're trying to break into the bunker. So you actually have access to that. And the port that R2 accesses to get the doors open. There's a nice little green mossy effect that they've put on that to give you the sense that this is a bunker that is on Endor. And these are the smaller-ish pieces. That's everything there. What do we got over here? Easier to lift this out. Oh. What do we got? We got one set of doors. Ken, try not to drop them. This is supposed to be the easy part. We got another set of doors. Okay, another structural piece. Okay, move this. This is when the lack of space on my desk becomes a little dicey. God, imagine if I had the sail barge. What a mess that would be. Trying to do this on the desk. Okay, so there's the top. And so these are separate molded mossy pieces that are glued onto here, whereas the ones on the bottom are actually sculpted into the structure and just painted. So you can't do a clean version of the bunker. It's going to have to be on on a planet. Like you couldn't do like a Hoth version. I guess you could. You could just paint it yourself. Paint it white instead of green. Okay, so put Cal Kestis back up. Cal fell. Okay, so, well, we got a mess of pieces right now. What are we going to do with this mess of pieces? Which is not the same as Massapequa. Okay, well, this is... There we go. So, what's the best way to... Can we put these directions over there? Yeah, okay. Well, I got them out of the way. So we need the base section. I'm going to move this top section out of the way for a second. Move that over there. Stack these doors out of the way. And I dropped them. Quality stream. It's a quality stream. Okay, what do we need first? We need the two struts I think I pulled out first. Those, okay, those go first. There's not a lot of pieces, and thankfully, no stickers, so that's good. Hey, Ken. Ken Knapsack in the chat, which I don't think I can highlight right now. I don't have that ability. Doesn't look like. But hey, Ken. Ken Knapsack from Force Center. So many other amazing things. And some live streams of his own coming up here on YouTube. I think in the very near future. That you should all watch. But yeah, thanks. This wouldn't have been set up if it wasn't for Ken. This whole my attempt at this live stream. I gotta get these panels in. Okay, so this needs to go that way, and that. Okay, L1 needs to pop into here. Okay, I'm gonna put R1 down. Okay, well that clicked in. Hopefully correctly. So this is confused. Why are they calling? So this is the front view of this. They're calling that this L1 and this R1. But this is on the right-hand side, and that's on the left. Don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just do what the instructions say. Just don't question whatever it is they're doing. Okay, so we got those two... Right? Yes. No. Wait, did I... No, I didn't. No, I did it right. I did it right. I'm doing what the directions say. That makes it right, right? Oh, golly. Okay, so I'm just going to assume, and then we got... Those are seated in there. Fine. Okay. Step number 2. We have to put the side panels in. Okay, so that's side 1. So the one with the door they can access is going to go on L2, which is actually the right. That's going to go into the bottom here. And then this is why all of the pre-recorded review videos of these sets do a time lapse of assembly. Or just, here's one we prepared earlier. And cut to it. Okay, so we got that. And then this side goes in there. And gets seated in there. Okay, so we got that side there. That side there. What's weird is this set doesn't feel like it should be as expensive as it was. I mean, it's nice. But this was a really expensive set. L4. Okay, so now we're down to here. It wants us to put these panels in first. Right? The sideways. The back. Okay. Oh, they turned this around. That's why it's confusing. Okay, so The sidey panels. This is the first sidey panel. And that sidey panel has got to be... No. Wait, what? Why is this doing this to me? Take a second. Okay, reversed it. Is this showing the reverse of the... Yeah, because you want this viewable from here. Okay. That's what this is. That was more confusing than it should have been. Okay, that goes in there. And then that connects to there. Okay. This is like so many awkward Christmas mornings growing up. With fear of breaking things. I will say the plastic is pretty sturdy. So there's not a lot of tiny fiddly bits that you could really break on this thing, he says, as he's probably about to break something. Okay, well, we're getting there. There's our front view. Yeah, so it wants the doors to go in after this stuff. So now we got the sides. That's going to slip in there as those go in there. A little bit of squidginess to get that in there. But we got that. That's a good reverse view of that. And now that side bottom. And then go into this. Okay, come on. Line up that post there, which you have to press it into place. So you have to move the one panel to get it. Okay, there we go. There we go. We got that in. We're getting a bunker together. So we're to the doors, right? I mean, this thing is nearly done. Make sure everything is seated. A little gappy. So what do you got? We got 2 sets of doors. We got, what, the regular doors and then the blast doors. And these are just loosely seated in here. Okay. Well, it's showing the reverse on the directions, so I guess we'll do the reverse way. Blast doors are the ones that are furthest out. Those ride in those little tracks there. Okay, so that's the blast doors. And then that's the next set. Gotta make sure they're facing out. Correct? Yes, that's what it's showing, right? Yes. And now, I believe, if we flip over the directions, it's just putting the top on. Okay. Put those back up there. Actually, well, we don't need them anymore. We'll move that over there. So this is really just aligning all of this and then the top groove. As you can see, there's the tracks for the sets of doors. There's the 2 posts. So I think it's just making sure everything is aligned as you put it all down onto here. Because when you do, those doors should slide on that track, and then those should slide on that track. Perfect. Right? Right? Let's turn this around. I mean, there's our finished indoor bunker. And I'll put Cow Kestis in there. You can see sort of scale of how big that indoor bunker is. I mean, it's probably slightly smaller than being screen accurate, but it's pretty good for, like, it's going to be certainly awkward with taller. Let's put, we got the new Luke Skywalker. Let's put Luke. You still got some headroom in there. See, he's looking at the panel in there. I figures I'd pick a character with a dark cloak to try and show this off. But yeah, there we go. Looks good. Open the doors from inside. Cal cast us back out of the way. You can sit over there, Cal. Then we got those inner doors. A little harder to do. I mean, you kind of have to go from behind to slide them back. But yeah, there we have an indoor bunker. A little staging area back there. Was it worth the money? I mean, I would have loved if it was half the price that this was, but it wasn't. And I guess that's just the way things are. But, you know, it's sturdy. It's got a couple of play features with it. Some nice display features. You know, it's got a play panel flap on it, so that's good. But let's get this figure open. Here it is, our Endor Rebel Commando. Scout Trooper disguise. Let's open this up. I don't know if you saw the open chat that I did last week with Ken Knapsack. We opened all of the episode 1 figures that I have had sitting unopened forever. Get that piece of tape off there. Yeah, go check that out. We had a wonderful conversation and opened a lot of figures. But yes, I certainly have a technique, because I like to save my card backs. I do open my figures, but I do like to save the card backs because they're nice. So, I've said there's usually a little air gap in these modern vintage collections, so I just slide this letter opener, which is nice and dull, so I'm not going to cut myself. So to slide, trying to preserve as much of the artwork as I possibly can. So it's just taking it slow, working the outside of the plastic bubble. Curve around that. Sometimes you'll meet a little bit of resistance on one side, so sometimes I will start the other side just to meet up with that. Okay, so that's the outside, and then go back in, and then I don't know if you can see where the letter opener is. Then I start working it back out, so that we get the rest of it dislodged. And no, I don't save the bubbles. I will toss those, because that was part of the storage issue, is not having enough space to store all that material. So now I have, there you go. And I preserved most of the art. Nice and clean removal of it as best as possible for something that's glued to the cardboard. So there's the card back. And now we have the figure. Let's get this thing out of the bubble. So we have the helmet. Put the helmet up there for now. We have our Endor Rebel Commando / Nick Sant / Rex. You know, however you want to be. It is. It would look great on a bookshelf. I think it is. Yeah, the width of the actual playset itself. It's pretty shallow. I mean, it's maybe at most 5 inches. So yeah, perfect display for a bookshelf. Hey, Lazy Jawa. Yeah, it's a nice looking bunker. Again, I wish it was cheaper. And if I were Adam Savage or Landspeeder Luke, I would probably do a wash on it. because there's nothing on this plastic. This is just straight gray color of the plastic, so it'd probably look nice and pop a bit more if there were like a simple wash on it. The shadows are being a lot more forgiving in the lighting because this is just the straight plastic color. So you can probably get some weathering on this with a wash. So I usually don't customize my stuff too much. Oh yeah, no, customizers are going to make this thing look incredible. So we got the little itty bitty Biker Scout blaster, which is always fun to lose. Let's see if it will seat well in that holster so it'll actually hold in there and we won't lose it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of grip. So we can kind of see, I can't. One problem with using an Elgato, hello Elgato, using their face cam is there's no focus to get this to. You know what I could do? Let's see if technology will let me give you a close-up of this. There we go. I mean, it's better than the Elgato was doing. Come on, focus. There we go. So, I mean, it looks good. I mean, the face printing is good on it. The sculpt is good. It's a good representation of Nick Sant Rex, Rebel Commando. However you want it to be. And then we can get the... I'm glad that little camera. I'm going to use that now for close-ups. Or just get a magnifying glass, I guess. I don't know. And then, yeah, the helmet goes down nicely onto it. And then he just looks like a regular Biker Scout. And if my speeder bike were here, I'd be able to show that off. But maybe I'll do an unboxing for that tomorrow. I mean, the posing, a lot of posing potential with it. I mean, it is a modern figure. And he stands nicely outside. I mean, the problem is the Biker Scout figure comes with the speeder bike, but they're not selling it separately yet. So if you wanted a lot of Biker Scouts, you kind of have to get a lot of speeder bikes now. So hopefully they'll sell some kind of troop builder pack with that. Come on, stand up. I know your old knees can't take it, Nick. But yeah, I mean, the scale's good, and the weathering potential on customizing this thing. I mean, you can do a lot with it. I'm happy with how great it looks, and the figure is fun. I wish the price were cheaper, but that's, I guess, just the reality that we live in now. Okay, well, the helmet comes off pretty easy. So, hold it like that. Is he gonna hold it? So that's the indoor bunker. Look, we opened it. We put it together. Didn't break it. I didn't knock a ton of stuff down. I do want to remind everyone that they can go watch all the episodes of Force 5 and the first episode of Open Chat, which is this sort of live unboxing thing that I did with a guest, with Ken Napzok, last week. Go check it out. It is a nice long conversation we had while I opened a lot of Star Wars Episode 1 figures. A lot. It was a lot. And yeah, and we'll do more of these. In fact, I think, because I've been wanting to unbox it, I'll do one more unboxing. And I will say, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. All those things are important. And again, the monetization hasn't worked out yet with, I'm still sorting that out with YouTube, but I did to get the tipping working. So you'll find the link if you would like to leave a tip in the description. There's also links to my link tree. There's an Amazon wish list if you want to check that out. Patreon, that's all down there. And we'll hopefully do more of these. But I'm going to open real quick, since I got this recently and I need something to go with my decks. I got a WA7. Nice little waitress droid. Works at Dexter's Diner. From the Attack of the Clones line. Also, for anyone who has flown Star Tours, you'll recognize that droid as well. Bye-bye. So we're gonna open this up. I've been saving it. What else do we have on the back of the package? What do I have of these? I have Wat Tambor. I don't think I have the Flight to Alderaan. I do have. We'll open the Outlander Club figures once I have one more of the Outlander Club. I have both of these. I have Ahmed Beck and Daniel Faitoni, the Anthony Daniels and Ahmed Best cameos. I have those figures. We'll do an Outlander opening. We'll put some Death Sticks. So let's see. Does this have a nice little entry point down here? Yes. So you see a little air pocket right there where we can get that in. We'll work our way around. Yeah, the WA7, I love how good. I mean, a lot of the sculpts on this Attack of the Clones line are really good. That Wat Tambor is great. The Dexter Jetster is amazing. As far as sculpting, articulation can be dicey here and there. But as far as sculpting goes, and a lot of the paint jobs, I mean, this era of figures, really incredible. Whoop, 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 slowly make my way around. Okay. We'll reach that, and then we'll go back into the middle. And then we'll work our way out to where we just opened. I mean, yeah, I just like to preserve the cards as best I can, rather than just tearing into it, which is fine. Everyone opens figures or doesn't open figures. You know, my pal Joseph Scrimshaw famously does not unbox and has a great series of not unboxing videos for his figures. You should all go check out. But I like to open them, but I don't like to, sort of tear into them. Just because I like to keep the cards. They usually have some great artwork. I mean, this line really doesn't have great artwork on it, but I still like to keep the cards as best I can. And look, I just screwed it up at the end because I tried to be fun. See, don't be fun. That's a bad lesson. No, it's fine. I would have torn anyway. That was under the glue. But yeah, I mean, that's a nice card back. Great little image of WA7. But let's get this out of this package. Whoa, and I'll save this insert because I can lay it flat. We got 10 Jedi Master Points and nothing to redeem with them. Hasbro should do a program where they have some kind of offer that's just for redeeming all of the old Jedi Master Points that people still have on figures. Okay, so we got a little tray there. Oh, okay. Well, we have a twist tie here, which is fairly normal for figures in this line for accessories, but fairly abnormal for a 3 3/4 inch figure. The fun thing about the Attack of the Clones line is they had a lot of big pack-ins of accessories with the figures. This was like a golden age for massive accessories for not an increased price. I mean, this was still the basic figure price, but they just came with a lot of stuff. In fact, do I have... Here, I'll show you real quick before we take her out. Because I have another Attack of the Clones. So, I mean, look at this Arena Escape Padme. Look at the accessory you get. Excuse me. with this figure. This is the standard figure, but look at there's a big hunk of plastic that you get with that. I mean, the Outland Peasant Disguise Anakin. I mean, I always thought that looked like a jukebox, but that's a pretty hefty accessory that you get with that. Yeah, I'm glad that we got the figures that we got. Yeah, that Wat Tambor is amazing. Okay, this has got the little plasticky tie, which is disintegrated. Okay. Time has not been kind. Get that off. Get that off. Put that over there. I mean, you know, it's a pretty easy decision for me to unbox these. Just because they're so much fun to look at. And I mean, the sculpting on this and to have on display. You know, displaying figures in their boxes just always feels awkward to me. Just visually. And the logistics of it. That opening them up. I mean, there's not any articulation besides the elbows. But, you know, I guess for this, as long as you can get into a position where this tray is... Does it have... Oh, okay. So, the figure does have a post. I can see it on the hand to hold the tray. About to say that'd be difficult to keep that tray on there, but they thought of that. I don't know if that post is actually going to go in there though. Let me see if I can take it off camera and get a little bit closer to me. Well, they thought of it, and it works. And yeah, and this thing, which has the Dexter's Diner sign, is intended to be the stand for the figure, so that clips in there, right? That's one of those things that's fidgety until it's not. Oh, the wheel does roll as well. I think you just need to sort out the gap there a bit. It takes a little bit of play, so maybe I'll do... Oh, there we go. There we clicked in. There we go. Yeah, a nice little display stand for Dexter's Diner. Well, that was worth opening. I enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. This was, again, very last minute. Very thrown together. Finally got it working. We got an Endor bunker assembled. We got a WA-7 unpackaged, as well as our Endor Rebel Commando, Nick Sant Rex. Nick Sant Rex. I'm going to call him Nick Sant Rex from now on. And we'll be doing more of this in the near future, because I have a lot more stuff that I need to unbox, a lot more stuff coming in, so maybe even the next couple of days. And I will have more open chats with guests, where we will have a conversation, because I am going to be opening up all of my Power of the Force 2 figures, all of the Episode 2 figures, the Power of the Jedi, all of the previous lines. I'm going to be doing some unboxing sessions with some friends, and we're going to have some wonderful conversations. A lot of those people were guests previously on Force 5, which if you have not watched, that's where I have a guest on, and we talk about their top 5 Star Wars action figures / collectibles. Just have a lovely conversation about collecting and their collections. So go check those out. Playlist is on the channel. And yeah, for now, again, hit that like, subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to leave a tip if you would like. It's in the description, as is a Patreon link, and the link tree and the Amazon wish list and things like that. But thanks for watching. And yeah, and be here soon. I'll be back. We'll do more of this. So there's a lot more figures to come, including this. opening that up soon, too. Yep. I could keep reaching for figures. I'm not going to reach for figures. I'm going to stop this right now. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye. Or, bye-bye.